Hello everyone. I'm here to discuss with you guys regarding what to do after BE and especially studying in Germany. But before I do that, let me give you a brief introduction about myself. I am Zohra Charania. I am BE Electronics from AISSMS IOIT batch of 2010. After my bachelor, as I got job from campus at Persistent Systems Limited, I started working there as a software engineer. I worked there for 2 years. I always wanted to study further and be a scientist, so I kept preparing for GATE. I never wanted to go abroad to study. IIT was my goal, but unfortunately, I could never get into it. But I got selected for VIT University's Sensor Systems Technology. So I did my master's there. They had an option of doing dual degree program. In this program, top students got opportunity to study at university in Karlsruhe, Germany, with scholarship, and I could get that. So I came to Germany. Here I learned many new things and could realize the technological advancements here. I finished my master's and then got a job here as R&D systems engineer. I worked at SSB Wind Systems for 5 years approximately, and now I'm at Technical University Dresden working as a scientist in the area of embedded systems programming. This is too much about me, but I wanted to give you a brief into my history and path that I took because I went through different ways to reach where I am today. So after PE, we all can make different choices. We can either start a job, study further, or start our own startup or join a business. Now, with the job and studies, also there are many areas where you can look into either circuit designing, networking, teaching, digital electronics, semiconductors, fabrication, antenna design, communication, programming, embedded systems programming, like I did, etc. You can either take a job in one of these areas or study further in one of these areas. Now, for studying, also, there are many options. You can study in house, that is in India, or you can go abroad. Studying abroad again gives you many options, like you can study in US, Australia, New Zealand, and hardly people think of Germany, understandable, and the biggest reason being the language. But what I have seen is that there are many benefits of studying in Germany. So let me give you a quick insight into what are the different benefits of studying in Germany. Germany is technologically quite advanced. There are many big firms for automobiles, energy, electronics, semiconductor fabrication, automation industry, and to support these big firms, there are small and middle enterprises, and most of these companies have their R&D here. There are many research institutes as well. Another advantage, the fees is very less. It's like no or very less tuition fees in the government or national universities. And the best universities in Germany are national and government universities. So we usually say that there is no tuition fees in Germany. As Germany has a rule of education for everyone, so fees is less. It is only a couple of €100 per semester as compared to thousands of dollars per semester in US and other countries. And these couple of €100 includes your library fee, local statewide or citywide transport pass, low priced foods at canteen, entry to museums, and cheaper tickets to some places, theaters, etc. So basically, there is no or less tuition fees. This is just the money that you pay for getting these things. There are many universities that are providing higher education, and you can find many courses in English as well. Here they study by practical experience, and these degrees are internationally recognized. Jobs prospects after studies is also there, but this I'll discuss with you later in my video. And nowadays, there are many Indians coming to Germany. So in many university cities, you will also find Indian groups who can support you and help you out. If you are on Facebook, you can already check them out. Like there would be groups like Indian community in Berlin, Indian community in Dresden, and things like that. So you can look them out. But apart from benefits, there are also some disadvantages, or you can call it as hardships, which probably you would find in any other country as well. Like first of all, that you are not with your family or in your homeland. The culture is different, and many might get a cultural shock, but for me, it wasn't that high. A different language, but that you can learn. and people do speak here English, and they are all very friendly. I have got to know many Germans. I have many good German friends, and they have all helped me throughout my stay here. So some might say that you don't get Indian food here. Sure, you won't get it. I mean, at every place, like you won't have a cow gully food. You can't go to FC. You can that you would not get here. But it's not that you don't find Indian food. You will find Indian food. There are Indian stores almost in every big or small cities, and there are many Indian restaurants also. And if nothing, you can buy it online. Some people told me that when I came here, that Germans are very rude and harsh. It's a myth or a completely wrong statement. Some Germans might be shy. They would not be open to come and talk to a foreign person. But once you talk to them, they are very friendly and very nice people. They all have family values and are very friendly, and they try to make you comfortable here. So it's completely wrong to say that they are harsh or rude, but they are very friendly people. We have discussed a lot about now advantages and disadvantages of studying in Germany. Let us discuss now how to get to Germany. There are many websites that can provide you this information. I'll also share some with you at the end of my presentation. There are many consultants too, like those you see the big hoardings and advertisements that say study abroad, study in USA, study in Germany, study in Australia, etc. Sure, they can help you out. They'll take a lot of money as well. But as a senior, I would advise you to please first do your own research and try to apply to these universities yourself. It's not that complicated. You don't really need these people. You can do it by yourself. If you put in sufficient time and efforts to do your research, you can yourself get an admission. I have got it. My sister has done it. My other friends have done it. We never went for any such institution. It's not very easy to get admission in Germany in an English speaking course. That is true. And also that there are not all the courses that are offered in English, but you will surely find the course that you would like to do in English. And that would be like an international course at a university. You just will have to check the university's websites. Before I go deeper into the admission procedures and requirements, let me give you a basic idea of German education system for masters in Germany. So first, let me tell you about the type of universities. There are two type of universities here. One is technical university, and another is University of Applied Sciences, or Hochschule as they call in Germany. Both are good, and both have their strong points. From both, you get a degree of MSc, and they are all 4 semesters course, just like in India. But the length would depend on how you finish your final semester project, which might take longer. Both score in the similar manner. The difference between the two is that the University of Applied Sciences is more industry oriented and technical university is more technology driven and research oriented. Technical universities are more famous for their research and teaching methodologies, but I would not consider University of Applied Sciences bad either. I have studied from one of them. So I would say that both are good. And I mean, I have done my master's from a University of Applied Sciences here, and now currently I am at a technical university. So both are equally good. And as I mentioned, you get a degree of MSc from both of them, and the study language is English. In Germany, if you come after 12th, you might hear some people saying that they are diploma engineers. This is a degree which is equivalent to master's, but it is a 5 years course, and that is immediately after 12th. And as far as I know, there are hardly any universities that provide this in English, and it is only in technical universities. So for you all, it would mostly be a MSc degree from any university. You can select an English course and apply to many universities. Just remember, it isn't easy to get admission here, as it is not easy to get admission in US. So apply to many good universities, and you can check out the universities and courses on the internet yourself. You should check on a particular university's website in which semester which course is starting. Some courses start in summer, some courses start in winter, but as far as I know, most of the courses start in winter, that is September, October, And the application deadline is usually before July. And if it is a summer semester, it might start in February, March, and the application deadline would be something around October, November. This you will have to check yourself. I'll give you names of some big universities, which I'm sure you will also get when you Google it for the best German universities, but these are just a starting points. Every course in university has different requirements, but I'll share some of the common requirements with you. Okay. So the first one is you need a recognized degree. We are all from Pune University. It is recognized. I have checked it, so don't worry about it. But if you are guiding some of your other friends, then please check that their degree is recognized or not in Germany. Next is grade certificates. That so you will get mark sheets and university degree for sure, but you might need to go and get your transcripts from the university. So go and apply for that. It takes some time from our university to get that. So get that. Third is language proficiency. In some courses, they might ask you for a German A1 certificate. Now, A1 is the basic level. This is basically so that when you come to Germany, you might not feel very aloof. At least you know how to say hello, go and get something from market, know what is going around. That is why it is there. It is just for your own benefit. But that might depend. It might not even be necessary because you're applying for an English course. But you will have to get a TOEFL or IELTS examination. So, but this will again depend on the university. Some of them are okay with IELTS, some of them want TOEFL. For me, it was IELTS. For another friend of mine, it was TOEFL. So please check depending on the university. Next is GATE examination. I know GATE is a big deal in India to get admission in IITs, but GATE is also a big deal abroad. Here in Germany, they do give importance to GATE examination. You would not believe I was asked for my GATE examination grades even when I was applying for a job. So many universities consider that. Give your GATE examination and do check if a particular university needs this examination or not. Every university keeps changing. I'm telling you since a big long time back, but I think it is still important. So keep that in mind that you might have to give GATE. Next is they need your CV or resume. We all have to prepare a CV or resume for getting a job in India. You can either put that same one, it is okay, or you could look into websites and see how a German CV or resume is made, and you will find many options. So do that. Next is you need a cover letter or statement of purpose. This is important because here from this letter, people get to know that why you want to do a particular course and are you really ambitious to do that course or not, and why you want to choose for that particular university. So it might be needed and be ready for it. And if you still need help regarding admission documents, even after looking at their websites and reading all of these things, please contact the international admissions office or international office at the particular university, and they are very helpful. They will help you out for sure. Now, this was about the requirements for admissions. Let's see about the visa requirements. You can get all the information here from the German Embassy Mumbai. Uh, it is usually German Embassy Mumbai, especially for the people from Maharashtra, the states of Chhattisgarh, Gujarat, Goa, Madhya Pradesh, and Union territories of Daman and Diu, and Dadar Nagar Haveli. And but you will all have to apply through BFS Global. And I think as you all are studying in Pune, I think German Embassy Mumbai would be the best bet for you all. And now a rough idea what all you might need for this visa. You would need an admission confirmation letter. You would need your accommodation details. So as soon as you get admissions, start looking for hostels in the city that you have got admission, or even in the villages around. You can contact your seniors or other Indians present in the city, or through Facebook, or so you will find something over there. I have hardly seen anyone not getting a place, but it is a good advice to apply for student hostel in the city, as there is always a huge line, a huge waiting list to get admission into the student houses or the student hostels. So as soon as you get admission, please look for hostels. You will have to show a blocked account for around 8,000 euros a year or so. This will again depend on the city where you are going to study, because some cities are very costly, some cities are not costly, and this varies based on the city where you are going to study. What this account means is that this much amount you put into the German account or and block it, you are given back 650. Suppose you are having around, if you really have to block like 8,000 euros for a year, then you get around 650 euros per month back from the bank. So that is exactly, you are dividing 650, you are dividing 8,000 over the year. So you have 650 you get every month. And this basically helps you to pay your rent and other expenses that you have. This is just to ensure the German government that you have enough amount to survive in the city. And this will also consider if you have a scholarship. So if you get a scholarship, you can get that counted as well in this blocked amount. So this is not a big deal. You get all your money back. It is just to make sure that your stay in Germany is without any problems. Next is, of course, your passport, your visa application form, a booked or blocked ticket you will need. You might need travel insurance. Please check that. Other details you can surely look into the website, or you can contact BFS Global. I think BFS has their uh, offices in Pune, in Mumbai, everywhere, and they give you information on phone as well. So just inquire, just go onto their website and inquire. And you will have to submit all your documents at VFS, and they will call you for an interview, which will be at the German embassy, and then you will get to know if you get a visa or not. I mentioned about scholarships above, so I'm also telling you something about how you can get scholarships to study in Germany. First thing, please, so look at these websites that I've mentioned here. Please look at the DAAD website, uh, or you can even go and meet at DAAD office in Pune. There is surely one. I don't know exactly currently where they are placed, but there is one for sure. So you can go and meet them, and they will tell you about the scholarship, or you can find the scholarships details here at the presentation, at the link that I've shown here. There are also other scholarships that you can get. There is this Erasmus scholarship, which you can check out. You can also that you can look into on this website. You can also look into private scholarships, which you might find in India or here abroad. And many universities also have some scholarship programs. You can check on their particular university website where you have got admission. Uh, or you can even get scholarships after you have come here. So after you are here, you can check on with the check out with the university if there is some scholarship programs for good students, bright students, and things like that. So please have a look at that. That would help you a lot. Apart from scholarships, you can also work while studying. That is also not a problem here. You can find jobs as student assistants to professors or their researchers. Uh, you can surely get jobs at research institutes and universities. But all those details you can learn when you are here, and you can get to know that from your seniors or friends, and they can help you out for sure. You can work around 20 hours per week, and you get decently paid, so that you don't have so you can take out your own expenses from that amount, so that is enough for you for your food and for your stay. So this also reduces your burden of payment. But for this, you will really have to work hard to look for a job, as many students wants to get these jobs while they are studying. And it might be difficult to study. So first thing is, it is difficult to get a job because many students are applying for it. And secondly, studying and working together might also be a bit tough, but choice is yours. Many of the students do that. Many of my friends have done that, and it works fine. So it's on you. You have to decide for yourself. Here is a list of some universities in Germany. It is Technical University Munich, University of Aachen, Darmstadt, Frankfurt, Dortmund, Karlsruhe Institute of Technology, University of Applied Sciences Karlsruhe, where I have studied, Technical University Dresden, where I am currently now, Academy of Sciences in Dresden. There is Technical University of Berlin, University of Hamburg, University of Freiburg. Most of the big universities in Germany have a technical university and a University of Applied Sciences, so you can look them up. So now I've told you a lot about how to get to Germany and how to get admission, your visa requirements, and everything. So, now what to do after you have completed your studies in Germany? That is the big question, right? What should we do after our studies, after we have done our masters? And it makes sense also because you're coming all the way to Germany. I mean, at the end, we all need to be somewhere. So, here, either you go for a job or you do a PhD. It's all on you. For a job, there is no campus placement here. You have to look for your job yourself, but it isn't very difficult as they need a lot of skilled engineers right now, and you will find many job opportunities. They are open to foreigners, and the only thing would be good is that while you are here and studying, doing your masters, prepare for some German because that gives them that makes these people happy that you are accepting their culture and you want to be involved in it, and it makes their life a bit easier if we know German. It's similar to if you are a Hindi speaker and you get someone who's speaking Hindi, you're more comfortable talking with them. So it's similar to that. If you speak German, they feel comfortable with you, so your chances of you get an edge over other applicants who are applying for that job. There are many MNCs, so multinational companies like we have in India, but there are also hundreds and thousands of small and medium enterprises called SMEs, and they are looking for people all the time. So you might find many jobs in SMEs as well, as they are looking for people all the time to grow. The good part here is that you have a 18-month job search visa, which you are entitled to get if you have studied, if you have finished your studies in Germany. And during these 18 months, you can look up for a job, and you have companies in almost every area that I had discussed before. So it shouldn't be that difficult, but yes, you have to try hard. And it is true everywhere, even in India right now, right? For PhD, you can do PhD in technical universities and research institute. You can also do industrial PhD. I am not talking about PhD right now so much, but it is also an option. Uh, it is not that difficult. Many of my friends who have studied from technical university from India, who are from India, are doing their PhDs or have even finished their PhDs. So that is also a good option. You also get paid while you're doing PhD, and the payment is also at par with what you would earn at a job. So it's not like you are just studying, and there is no payment and you are burdened to your parents even more. It's not like that. You study and you also assist your professor. So you pay for yourself, you pay for your studies and your PhD, and it goes very smoothly. So that's not a problem. And jobs and PhDs are available in all the areas, in chip design, fabrication, circuit design, simulation, programming, embedded systems, communications, automobile industry, process industry, energy, etc. Everywhere it's there. Now, some of the websites that can help you. So I have shared with you information from how to get to Germany and well, what all you can do here. Here are some websites that might help you. So look them up and see if Germany is somewhere you would like to come and study. I have enjoyed my studied here, and so have my friends from India. We are all very comfortable here, and we are all very happy here. We don't see that we are missing out anything. It's very calm. It's very comfortable. People are very friendly. We have built our own, like you have your Indian communities who can also help you fill up the void of the culture and the Indian people that you don't find, but that also you can fill up. But for sure, Germans are also very nice and they also take care of you. So you can think about it. You can check out these websites. You can look up at the YouTube channels. There are Facebook groups who can help you out. So you can look at them, and of course you can go and contact DAD in Pune. And I just hope that this video also helped you and gave you some idea of how you can get to Germany and studying in Germany. So make your own choices, make good choices, and hope to see you soon in Germany. Bye.